video is about the somatotopic arrangement of spinal cord tracts. You can see a section of the spinal cord at the thoracic level, thoracic segment level. This is the central gray matter, which is H-shaped, at the center of which you have the central canal of spinal cord, and peripherally you have the white matter. These are arranged into three funiculi mainly: posterior funiculi, lateral funiculi, and the anterior funiculi. This is the anterior median fissure and this is the posterior median septum. As you can see, the white matter of the spinal cord comprises of many tracts, both ascending and descending. In this diagram, on one side, on this side, the ascending tracts are depicted and the other side, descending tracts are depicted. So first see about the ascending tracts. The major one will be fasciculus gracilis and fasciculus cuneatus. Together they are known as dorsal column tracts, and they carry the sensation of discriminative touch, vibration, pressure, joint position and stereognosis. This one present in the lateral funiculus, it is known as lateral spinothalamic tracts. They carry the sensation of pain and temperature mainly. This one is the ventral spinothalamic tract. They carry the sensation of pressure and touch, but this tract has only a minor role when compared to the posterior column tracts. These are the major ascending tracts. When you look at the descending tracts, the major one will be lateral corticospinal tract. So, through the lateral corticospinal tract, the information from the upper centers from the brain will be reaching the spinal cord. So in this video, I am going to tell one important feature about these tracts, that is somatotopic lamination. As you can see, the arrangement of fibers within the tracts are not random. They are arranged from lateral to medial side as cervical, thoracic, lumbar and sacral in the case of dorsal column tracts. What that means? The lateral part carries the sensation from the cervical segments of spinal cord and the medial part carries the sensation from the sacral segments of the spinal cord. This is the concept in other tracts also. So this is the lateral spinothalamic tract. In here also you can see the somatotopic lamination, that is medial part will be carry the sensation from cervical segments, then consecutively laterally the thoracic segments, then the lateral lumbar segments. Now most laterally this part carries the sensation from the sacral segments. Similar arrangement in the ventral spinothalamic tract also. What about the lateral corticospinal tract? We can see the similar arrangement in this descending tract also. Medial part will be carry sensation for the cervical segment of spinal cord, laterally thoracic segment, lumbar segment, then most lateral part will be carry sensation for the sacral segment of the spinal cord. So how to remember this? There's a simple way. Simple way is in all of the tracts, the cervical segments will be represented medially, but in the dorsal column tracts, the cervical segments represented laterally. Similarly, the sacral segments will be represented laterally in all of the tracts except for the dorsal column tracts where sacral segments are represented medially. So this is a simple way to remember. Another interesting feature is this is the anterior horn of the spinal cord, which contains the motor neurons. Here also the motor neurons are not arranged in random. Very specific arrangement is there. As you can see, PFED. What is PFED represent? P means the proximal segment, D means the distal segments. This is the flexor aspect. This is the extensor aspect. That means the medial part of the anterior gray horn will be supplying the proximal muscular group, and the lateral part of the anterior gray horn supplies the distal muscular group. And the posterior part or the dorsal part will be supplying the flexor aspect of the muscle group, and the ventral part will be supplying the extensor aspect of the muscle group. How to remember this? There's a simple pictorial mnemonic for this. This is the one. In this, it's clearly seen that the flexor aspect of the muscle group is supplied by the dorsal motor neurons. The extensor aspect of the muscle group is supplied by the ventral motor neurons. The proximal aspect of the muscle group is supplied by the medial group of motor neurons, and the distal group of muscle fibers, distal muscle group is supplied by the lateral group of motor neurons. Hope this video is useful for you.